Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. I decided to put a little time in on the China quad, and I even invested in a brandy spanking new spark plug, or China off-road go-kart. There you go. Same difference though, same engine. Anyway, I hooked up my portable CDI box to it, and I made sure I had spark, and I can show you guys that real quick. That's not hard to do. And I put gas. I went through the trouble. I gave the carb a quick rebuild, and it wasn't in very pretty shape. Excuse the bad camera work, sorry guys. So I gave the carb a rebuild and did a dry compression test on it. Came in at about 60. I did a wet compression test on it. There's the oil can. And I came in, I don't know, what is that, about 135, give or take a foot and a half. So I got my portable CDI box on it. I'm triggering off the pulse generator, which is the blue and white here. I got my ground hooked to their green, which is ground. I have the extra ground. You see it hooked up to the head. I think you guys see it hooked up to the head there. There's like a million things in the way. It's hard to... What am I looking at? Carburetor. Extra hoses and all aren't helpful. You guys could see the plug right there. And I think I could show you guys the plug sparking. My portable CDI box is on. And I don't know. Maybe you guys saw it spark. I didn't see it spark. Try it one more time. Did not see it spark. Those are hooked up, right? If it's not sparking, well, it's sparking. There you go. Maybe that angle's better. Where am I? There we go. Anyway, I could see it spark. Hopefully you guys could see it spark. So I got spark, I got carburetor, I got gas, and I don't know. It might have drifted down a little bit. It's at 130. Oops, where are we? So it's at 130. Probably drifted down a little bit. Anyway, she's not firing up. I normally keep a couple of cans of starting fluid floating about, but I'm about out of starting fluid. So I think I'm going to call it quits for today, because I think I've come about as far as I'm going to come with it today. And then what I'll do is tomorrow, hopefully I'll have a few minutes to play with this. I got, you know, the family stuff happening, so it makes it a little harder. I might throw a new set of batteries in the portable CDI box. They don't have that many miles on them, but they have quite... I've put them in there, I don't know, a month ago, 6 weeks ago, and they've been out here in the weather. I've been using those batteries from our friends at Harbor. You know, they put the big package of alkaline batteries on sale for $5. I've been using those, and quite honestly, they suck. As a matter of fact, they might have to improve a bit to suck. They seem to die fairly quickly, even if you don't use them. And not only is that somewhat of a problem, when they die, they like to leak. They like to, put out that white powdery stuff all over the place. So that's kind of like, it's bad enough that they don't live long, but it's even worse that they do damage to stuff also. I'll get that in a minute. Okay, well, I hope you guys are enjoying the heck out of watching me clean up, but I think I'm going to let you guys go. The purpose of this video was just to show you that not everything works on the first try. I'm just kind of scratching my head a little bit on what to break into next. And the reason why I'm scratching my head a little bit is going to the engine. Once I put oil in there down the jug, I got some halfway decent compression. So I'm not thinking that's going to help that much. It doesn't seem to be popping out the intake valve, so I don't think the intake valve's much of a problem. I'm not feeling. I feel the exhaust pumping, so to speak, so I don't think that's a problem. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some a proper fresh can of starting fluid, and I think I'm going to give it a couple of good hoots of that and hope and see if that makes it do anything, because right now it's not even popping, it's not even trying to do anything, it's doing nothing, and that just seems odd. I've had them do nothing when they belch out the exhaust system, and that wouldn't belch out the intake, pop out the intake. That wouldn't surprise me if it did nothing, because obviously I'm not getting enough compression, but the engine seems to be doing the proper 4-cycle thing. I'm just a little surprised it's not attempting to fire. The carburetor was really a cheap China carb. I went inside, the jets, when they drilled the jets, they kind of bent the jets as they were drilling them. It was just the quality just wasn't there. I guess I can bag the carburetor. It's not on that one anymore. I think it's on my I think it's on the 125. I guess I can bag that carburetor and put it on. Yeah, I see the carburetor over there alongside the bucket. So I guess I can bag that carburetor. Maybe I'll get some proper starting fluid, and I'll put that carburetor on there, because I know it's a good used carburetor. Also, I got the throttle linkage in a better spot right now with the gas pedals hooked up to the throttle linkage, so I kind of have to feather the throttle at the same time I'm turning the box on, the jumper box on. At the same time I'm trying to put my hand over it to act like a choke. By the way, in putting the hand over it like a choke, I can feel it pulling on my finger, so yeah, pull my finger. So it should be drawing fuel, and it should be compressing it, and it should be firing it. These things really, unless the flywheel is loose on the crank, these things really can't jump spark time. And I guess I could do. They have that. I have that leak back tester kit. It's this one over here. A lot of times if you go top dead center, you can kind of do a leak back on the engine and get some idea what kind of condition it's in, if the rings are so bad or if everything else is so bad that it's not going to start. Alright folks, anyway, sorry for the long discussion. I'm kind of ruminating out loud as I'm trying to figure out where to go next with it. I guess next would be I'll throw the other carb on it, and I got to get a fresh can of starting fluid. I'm going to look around the Hoard, see if I bought a can lately, and we'll give that a shot. Alright folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. Take care now folks. Bye.